Welcome back to Jom Discuss, the news and culture show covering everything and anything in our world today. In this episode, we talk about the passing of Harambe the gorilla. So tune in and Jom Discuss. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Jom Discuss. So today we're going to be talking about a pretty hot button issue the past week, which was the case of Harambe the gorilla that was sadly shot dead because a little boy, I think a 4-year-old boy, fell into the engagement. Oh, sorry, 3-year-old boy fell into the entrapment enclosure. Oh my god! I was like, and something. And so I think we all agreed to start off with like, what do you guys think of zoos, like in general?
I think, well, I haven't been to zoo in a very long time, but for example, in Zoo Nagara, when you go in, I don't feel nice for the animals, I would say, and the condition is pretty bad. But I've been to zoos of other countries, and I think they're generally maintained a lot better.
My own feelings on zoos are mostly negative. Cause even though when I was younger, I kind of like went to zoos and was like, whoa. But now thinking about it, I guess now that we have like HD video and everything, I don't really think we need zoos anymore. Maybe last time we did when people didn't really have video and pictures are still bad, but now like you can actually feel as if you're there while the animal's in the wild, and like the animal can have a better quality of life than being in a cage. So yeah, I'm against zoos completely.
Yeah, but this debate has been going on for like ever already. Also with the whole like blackfish thing last time and SeaWorld, you know, the whole SeaWorld thing. We'll just have to wait for like virtual reality to like up their game.
But then what about like safaris in like Africa where they just drive like
that's
in
sort of
open
like
space?
a grey period, like a grey area, because they're sort of in the wild but also sort of yeah. But I guess like that helps to take care of endangered species. Like, at least they're under monitor.
It provides money for conservation efforts.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, going back to the Harambe case, it was in the Cincinnati Zoo. It's about a month ago, and yeah, basically 3-year-old boy fell into the enclosure, and then there's this video. Actually, the video is quite scary of Harambe, the silverback gorilla, like basically dragging him around like a doll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And before they like the zoo made sort of like a instant decision to shoot the gorilla. The main debate regarding this case is, should the zoo have used any other means to try and stop it?
I mean, like, it's very easy to say that, like when your child is not there, but in the movies, like tranquilizers, they work like immediately. Like you stab the guy with a syringe straight away, like you fall unconscious.
Yeah.
But in real life, it takes like, I don't know, quite a while, like 10-15 minutes. I'm not really sure. I've never been tranquilized. But yeah, so imagine like, you tranquilize the thing, like you shoot him with like a tranquilizer dart. And then after that, like he smashes the child's head in or something. Like, it's very easy to say, yeah, we should have saved the gorilla, but it would have been a PR nightmare, and it would have been like a complete nightmare if like that gorilla killed the child. The gorilla would have died anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier about how if the problem escalated to a point where the gorilla actually killed the child, then they would have had to put the gorilla down anyway, because people will be demanding for like. And the Amanda O'Donoghue, basically she's an ex-animal caretaker, I think. She posted something on Facebook that went sort of viral, and yeah, she was saying basically like how a tranquilizer wouldn't work because it would have taken too long for the gorilla to be immobilized, and in that time it could have actually aggravated him even more. Like it could have made him like, why the fuck you shooting at me, and then like smash the child.
Yeah.
And B, he either that or he would have, if he would have been immobilized, he would have drowned and then landed on the child in that sort of moat river thing.
Yeah.
And then the child would have drowned. Yeah, so it's kind of like a lose-lose situation lah. And then they did try, like from what I read here, they did try other things. They did try to sort of attract the gorillas back into their cages or whatever, and only all the females went. Harambe didn't, because Harambe was like, there's a human child here, like why would I want to like be attracted to whatever you're offering me in my cage? Like I get to play this thing. Yeah. So what do you think, Regina? Do you think there was any other way the zoo could have gone about it?
I'm not really entirely sure how other ways that they kind of train gorillas per se, but I wonder like whether there are any specific trainer for that pack of gorillas. Would they?
Well, I'm pretty sure there was there's a caretaker in charge or something like that, or at least a group of people that are constantly
interacting with the gorillas, like Jurassic World style. But and in that like instant moment, like how long would it have taken for the trainers to even get there?
Yeah.
And even then, the trainers' lives would have been in danger also.
danger.
I guess in that moment, the best, or at least what the zoo thought the best thing would to do is to shoot the gorilla.
But I think like in that sense, we are sort of comparing between whether we want the kid to live or the gorilla to live. Yeah.
A lot of people brought up a case from like 20 years ago in Chicago Zoo where like a child also accidentally fell into the enclosure and then a female gorilla sort of protected it from all the others, like almost as if it was her own child. And then people were like, you see, they are capable of good, but like the situation is so different and it's so unpredictable. You're like, you never know what a gorilla is gonna do.
Yeah, and you can't just like take your experiences with one gorilla and generalize it to all gorillas. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think gorillas are quite a bit like people, right? So it's just like, there's one good gorilla. You
Yeah,
can't say that,
exactly.
oh, all the gorillas are good.
And I think it's important to emphasize that Harambe was a silverback gorilla, so he was like the alpha male of the pack. Either he saw the child as a threat and he wanted to like show dominance, or he wanted to show everyone that he is in control of the situation. Like just from the video itself, you can see him flinging the child around, and it doesn't look as though he was aiming to be friendly at all with the child.
Is that their way of like playing around? I don't know.
It could be lah, but just like the size and strength difference. Like, even if he was playing around, like that kid
could have-
probably would have
yeah.
died or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean like when we play around with like action figures and stuff, I'm pretty sure some people have like broken like
Yeah.
like the toys arms and legs and stuff. Yeah, even Jane Goodall, she weighed into the thing, but she sort of didn't really give a
Her
stance
stand.
lah. Yeah, she just basically said she felt really bad for the zoo, and she felt very bad for the director of the zoo and said like this is obviously not what you wanted to do,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But I think it's just a sad situation overall. The next debate is, should the parents be punished, or should the mother specifically, should she be punished for negligence lah basically? And if she is to be punished, what would be the punishment?
I don't feel punishment would be conducive for this case lah. I mean, she and her family seem to be like quite working class, and not like she purposely threw her child in there or
Yeah.
whatever. Just that kids do run around and escape here and there, and yeah lah, I mean it's too bad lah, but kids do run away really fast. But I don't think punishing her would serve any purpose lah. I think it's just like a way for people to be like, oh yeah, you're such a terrible parent, like I would never do that. How could you let your child out of your sight? It's just like a way to look down on people, I guess, to feel better about yourself. I don't know, at least that's what I feel when I see people comment like that.
And I agree. I don't think it would do anything at all, to be honest.
There was this huge right after this happened, there was this really big petition that everyone was signing that like the parents need to be accountable.
Yeah.
And I think you brought up a point earlier before we started recording about something about the husband having criminal records or whatever.
It's
like,
kind of irrelevant.
yeah, like what was
like
that?
they're just
What-
trying to be like, oh yeah, this guy, he's not a good guy. Like, what's it matter if he got a criminal record or not, or if he has like one arm, or if he's like disabled, or if he was like a war veteran? It doesn't matter. Like, just
Yeah.
like he's a parent. That's all.
Yeah, this is sort of like the thing where like, people used to say, oh, he doesn't look right. He looks like he hangs out with the wrong people. So obviously he's capable of like it has nothing to do with the
Actually,
situation.
like some
at
of
all.
the like messages against the parents, they kind of have like racist undertones, because actually like the kid and like the parents, they're all African American. So like some of the comments, like they kind of have like racist undertones to them.
Okay. So they're saying like African Americans don't look proper care of
Yeah,
their child
it's
and things like
they're
that.
Just like talking a lot they don't know the situation, like neither do we lah, but it's a bit strange to curse people without knowing like what's really going on in their life. Like who knows, maybe like there was a really stressful time, so the mom was like, okay lah, bring the kids to the zoo.
Yeah.
And maybe like something really terrible happened to her at that time, so she got distracted or something, then like the kid ran away lah. I mean, we don't know their life, it's just that this happened and now we have to deal with it lah. And
So-
punishing them isn't the right way to go about it lah.
But right now, what do you think like the zoo can do to protect kids from falling in or something?
Good question. I'm not really sure. Like, I haven't been to like their place, so I
Yeah.
don't know what the security is like. I don't know how like the kid fell inside. I know there's like.
I'm
lots
like
of
really
security measures.
curious on how
Yeah.
the kid actually.
Are you a proponent for like having child leashes?
No, no.
Actually, yes. Think about it. This
No.
situation would not happen if we put our children on leashes.
Oh my god, no, guys. No.
It looks so inhumane though. But like I kind of
Is there a
get it.
such thing?
Yeah.
You've
Some-
never seen it.
some
like,
people-
it's the
Oh my
one that like it's a bit
God.
like a backpack,
Okay.
and then just it's a leash. Like it,
Oh my
it doesn't hurt
God.
the kid or anything. It's just that they try to run away, like they,
Doesn't Sunway Pyramid have a child leash thing?
What?
Like Sunway Pyramid has some child like
It looks so
Never seen.
abusive though. Like,
yeah.
I would do it though. Like a kid who run around, like I give you chance, but if you run around them a lot, you're getting the leash, man.
I know Sunway Pyramid has this thing where like you can put a buzzer on your kid and then like after if
That-
the kid
that's
runs
like-
too
That's
far then you
Sunway
get
Lagoon,
to
right?
avoid.
Pyramid's got I've seen the
Yeah,
Sunway
Yeah,
Pyramid,
pyramid
Pyramid, yeah.
has. That's to avoid them from getting lost and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's very easy to blame the zoo, blame the parents, blame blame the gorilla. But I guess like we all need to see where we can improve. Like instead of blaming, we can see where we all like. I wouldn't expect if I had a kid there, there's a chance that my kid could fall into a gorilla enclosure because
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that's something that can happen. So I wouldn't be prepared. So
But I guess this would teach, us in the
Yeah.
future, if we do go to places like this, then we have to keep close
yeah,
eye
just, like, hold your
on our
kid.
children.
Don't move.
Yeah, and I guess another thing was that the mom after this whole thing happened, she went on Facebook and she was like, "Oh, thank God that thank God for protecting my child and everything." And people were like, "God didn't protect your child. We had to kill the freaking gorilla." But like, yeah, that's like a whole different thing. Like it was just like a shitstorm like all around. But there is a police investigation into the case about whether or not the parents need to be charged for whatever, but I don't see an appropriate punishment lah. Like what are you gonna do? You pay for the gorilla, or like
You pay by the zoo. I don't know, but
Raise a gorilla.
raise a gorilla? Yeah, like have those like sponsorship
Yeah,
things.
sponsor.
But it's so like what's that gonna even do?
Yeah,
right?
and I don't really think they can afford it. Like you just make their life harder just to satisfy your own intent to punish.
Yeah.
and possibly those people who are complaining and ranting, they're possibly not doing anything
Yeah,
else
probably.
to help on this.
The best possible thing I could think of is just like she joins in on like some campaign of like teaching people to take care of your kids or whatever, or helping the zoo up security, like how they make the enclosure harder to get in or whatever. But first of all, I don't think she needs to be punished. But if she were to be punished, I can't think of anything else that would be appropriate. So to anyone listening, let us know what you think about the debate. Do you think the zoo could have done anything differently? Do you think the parents should be punished? And if so, like what sort of appropriate punishment can they really do because I can't think of anything. But thank you once again for listening. This is another episode of Jom Discuss, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye!
See ya.
Bye. Take care of your kids.